This tutorial will walk you through setting up your digital textbook for our 7th grade Ed Tech class here at KHMS. The purpose of our digital textbook is to keep track of the different skills and concepts we learn about in Ed Tech class. We will be using Google Slides to create our textbook. And Google Slides is available in our Drive part of our Google Student account. So to start, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be in your Google Drive account. And to get to Drive, simply go to drive.google.com and log in using your Google Student account that you have through Kendall Hills Middle School. Okay. Once you're into Drive, what you want to do is go over here to the New button. And you're going to want to go down to Google Slides. Okay. And that will start the Google Slides application. When you get in and you start any slideshow in Google Slides, it's going to ask you to choose a theme. And there's quite a few different ones to choose from here. I'm going to go with the Wave theme. One other thing you're going to want to do is you want to go down here to Slide Size, and you want to make it standard 4:3. So if it's in widescreen, go down there and change it to 4:3. Just makes it easier to see, easier to work with. The widescreen format can get quite wide and sometimes doesn't fit on screens depending on what kind of digital device you're using. Once you're all set with that, you can go here to OK, and it will start creating your slide show for you. Before we begin putting in information for our digital textbook, let's go ahead and name it. The name title, or the title of your slide, is up here, and all you have to do is click on it to rename it. And what we're going to do is we're going to name it following some of our procedures here in class. We've done this a couple times already. Let's go ahead and start with S and then the semester that you're in. If you're in first semester, we're just starting school, it's 1. Remember, if it's after Christmas and after the, if we're in the second semester, it would be S2. And then follow it with your class hour. So, for example, my 4th hour students would put a 4 here. Okay? And then right after that, list your last name. Now, when I do demonstrations here in class, I'm going to use the name Danny Digital for kind of the fictitious name of a student. So I'm going to go digital in here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and capitalize it. Feel free to do that too. You don't have to, I guess. Okay? So S1 for digital. Then I'm going to put a space. Okay? And I'm going to type in Ed Tech space. Okay? Textbook. All right, like so. All right. So S, your semester, your hour, okay, your last name, all one word, space, EdTech, space, textbook. Okay. Let's go ahead and OK. Now I have it all named. You see it's changed up here, and it will change in my Drive account as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and start putting in some text. Okay. And the name of this slideshow is going to be the name of our class, Intro to Ed Tech Digital Textbook. That's our title. Okay, and this is the title slide, so that makes sense to put the title here. Now, what I can do, guys, is I can mess around this font, and you can come up with whatever font that you're comfortable with as you want. Okay. Now, just a reminder, in dealing with text boxes, there's really 2 different modes for text boxes. There's text boxes where you don't have a blinking cursor, where you can just move the text box wherever you want, or you can go inside the text box and you can see the blinking cursor now. Okay, and there's a couple different modes here. But if I want to change everything in the text box, I don't want to have the blinking cursor. I just want to have the text box selected. And let's say I want to make my font a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go up here. Here's my font controls. All right, and again, you can make it whatever you wish. Maybe I want to make my text box a little bit bigger. Certainly you notice that it's starting on the right-hand side and typing left. We really don't want that. So I want to make mine so it has, it's centered in alignment. And we'll talk more about these controls later on. Hopefully some of these are familiar too. Now sometimes the menus can get pretty tricky. You got to find the alignment. Sometimes under More up here. And then just go ahead and select the centering control. If you need some help with that, let me know. And we're going to learn more about those later. Okay? So there's the first text box. Last thing I want to do is I want to change the font. I love Comic Sans MS. Don't ask me why. It's just my favorite font. So I did that there. And then down here, what we need to put in the other text box, we're going to put our name. Okay. 7th grade Ed Tech underneath it, and then just KHMS, so we know, put our school in there, okay? And again, I can mess around with the fonts here. I'm going to make my box a little bigger because I need room for all this. But I'm going to go ahead and change it to Comic Sans again. Notice I've selected the text box first. And I'm going to change its alignment again. It's under More. Here's alignment. A little tedious sometimes. Now, sometimes your More will show over there depending how big your screen is. Because I'm recording this, my screen's a little bit smaller. Okay? And that's the information I need. Again, feel free to mess around with fonts, text, whatever. But this is what you need to have in the first slide. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a second slide. Now I can just simply click the plus sign here. It's going to give me a slide. But this is a different type of theme, okay, here than the title theme. And I really want to keep the title theme. So I'm going to have this, you notice I have it highlighted around blue. I'm just going to hit delete to get rid of that one. And instead of hitting plus, I'm going to use a little drop-down menu here and click the one I want. And I kind of want to continue using this. Now our next slide is going to be our first I can slide. Everything we learn about, we're going to put in an I can statement here in class. Okay? And what we do is we number or label each I can with its module letter and its number. Okay? So they're assigned to a module. In this case, we're in module A. So we're going to go A1. Okay? Because it's going to be the first I can statement in module A. All right? And its name of this I can statement, this concept is called digital textbooks, okay, because that's what we're going to talk about first, okay. Now my font's really large. I got to make it smaller. Now I'm going to leave mine a little bit larger than normal just so that you can see it, okay, because you got to be able to copy this down, all right. And then for the sake of time, guys, what I did, normally we would just type these out. I'm going to paste it in here real quick just so we can get things moving here, okay. Now I got to make this text box way bigger. So I'm just going to kind of use the handles here to do it. Okay, and again, alignment, I don't like it starting from the right. There's certain times we want to do that, but I got to go up here, go here. I'm going to have it start from the left now. But now I have, okay, my I can statement. So our first I can is going to be I can keep a record of my learning in a digital textbook by constructing an I can slide and a lingo slide for each learning target, as well as a visual to help me remember what I have learned. Okay, so that's our goal here. That's what we're going to make every time we talk about a concept in here. Now, for this video, we're just getting started, so I don't want to give you too much here. But this kind of gets us started with the process of constructing a digital textbook. We've made a title slide, okay? We've made our first I can statement, okay, slide. And we're going to stop right there. So this is where you want to get to today, okay? I'll be around to help you. Don't forget you can change the font to whatever you want, okay? If I want to, again, Comic Sans I like to use, but you can use whatever you want. Change the colors. I didn't show you what the color controls were, but a lot of these controls are up here. You can kind of guess. Here's color. Change bold. Maybe I don't want bold there. I just want that kind. Again, you take some time, make it yours, and remember, just a reminder too, as you're working, it's always constantly saving up here. Okay, so you don't have to worry about saving it. You'll be saving it to your Drive account. Okay. Good luck, and like I said, I'll be around to help you. Let me know if you have questions.